Hello there! Today I'm going to be talking about the Scottish parliamentary elections that were held on the 5th of May 2016. The Scottish Parliament is the body responsible for the running of devolved government up in Scotland from Westminster. It was created as part of the Scotland Act in 1998. The Parliament elects representatives or MSPs who are the representatives of Scotland in the Holyrood Parliament. That's where it's based in Edinburgh, and they deal with such matters such as tax, health, education, schools and environment. It was a policy brought on by the Labour Westminster government in 1997. A 1998 referendum was held to see if people wanted it, and they said yes, hence the Scotland Act of 1998. The first Parliament election was held in 1999. 2016 is the fifth election that has gone to the polls since its creation. The Parliament sits in a building constructed in the Holyrood area of Edinburgh. This is where the MSPs sit and debate all Scottish matters. They are led by the First Minister, who is normally elected from the largest party in the Parliament. Scotland votes for representatives from multiple candidates from 5 main political parties and various independents. Here are the 5 parties. The Scottish National Party have been the party of government in Holyrood since 2007. They were elected then as a minority government, and so they didn't quite get the majority in the Parliament. And in 2011 they became the majority party, so they became a majority government. They are a left-leaning party who are strong supporters of Scottish independence, and are led by Nicola Sturgeon, who became First Minister and leader of the party in 2014. The Labour Party is a left-centrist party who led the government from 1999 to 2007. They are a main political party in the UK as a whole, and the Scottish leadership is led by Kezia Dugdale. The Scottish Conservative and Unionist Party are a centre-right party who are currently the leading party in Westminster. The Scottish branch is led by Ruth Davison since 2011. The Liberal Democrats are a left-centrist party who were the coalition partners in the Westminster Parliament between 2010 and 2015. They've been led in Scotland by Willie Rennie since 2011. The Green Party are a left-leaning party who have a strong environmental basis for their policies. They have been co-led by Patrick Harvie and Maggie Chapman since 2003. The Scottish Parliament has ensured that Scotland can determine its own governance, which tends to be representative of a part of a country which is culturally and politically different from the rest of the UK. Scotland did have a completely separate government and constitution until 1707, when the English and Scottish parliaments merged to become a UK government. There have been strong feelings for Scotland to take care of its own affairs ever since. The Scottish Parliament elects its MSPs using an additional member system. 129 MSPs are elected every poll. Voting comprises of 2 votes. The first vote is for a candidate in the local area or constituency. 1 vote is placed on a paper, this year it was purple, for a candidate, and the votes are tallied up at a local count after polling has completed. The winner is the person with the most votes. It's called first past the post. 73 of the MSPs are elected this way. The second vote, which was on a peach paper this year, is called the regional vote. Parties put their preferred candidates in order of preference in each region. There's 8 of them, and they are used to balance the votes cast overall to allow the Parliament to be represented proportionately. 56 MSPs are split into 7 MSPs per region, and the overall vote in that region then decides the additional members using a method called the D'Hondt system, and I'll explain that in a later video. This election saw the SNP defending a majority government. The seats were before the poll as follows. The SNP had 69 seats, Labour had 37 seats, the Conservatives had 15 seats, the Liberal Democrats had 5 seats, the Green Party had 2 seats, and the others had 1 seat. That was an independent candidate. The campaign was played out where the feeling seemed to be that the Labour Party would do very badly. This has been widely agreed on in the media and within the parties, after their massive losses at the UK general election in 2015, where they lost all but one of their MPs in Scotland. The SNP was expected to be the largest party, and some people even thought they could get a majority again. The Conservatives were thought to be snapping at the heels of Labour and were fighting to take over as the second party in the Parliament and becoming the official opposition. The Lib Dems were hoping for damage limitation on the basis that they had toxic links with the coalition they had with the Conservatives after the 2010's UK general election, and the Greens were hoping to increase their representation in the Parliament, taking advantage of Labour's struggles. The constituency vote was interesting. 3 of the 5 main party leaders managed to win their constituency seats that they were standing in. Nicola Sturgeon won in her seat in Glasgow South Side, Ruth Davison and Willie Rennie both won their seats from the SNP. Davison was the winner in Edinburgh Central, and Rennie was surprisingly the winner in North East Fife. Labour only won 3 constituency seats. A massive drop. The Conservatives won in Eastwood, widely tipped to be an SNP seat after the Westminster equivalent was won by them in 2015. They overall won 7 seats in the constituency vote. The Liberal Democrats won a total of 4 seats, and the SNP won 59 seats. The regional vote showed that the Conservatives did very well in general, and were rewarded with an additional 24 MSPs, the largest additional MSPs of all the parties. Labour gained an additional 21 MSPs, one of which was for the leader Kezia Dugdale. The Greens won 6 seats, including Patrick Harvie's seat. The Liberal Democrats got 1 extra seat, and the SNP got an additional 4 seats. So the totals after the election are now as follows. The SNP are on 63 seats, 2 short of a majority. The Conservatives are on 31 seats. Labour is on 24 seats. The Greens are on 6 seats, and the Lib Dems are on 5 seats. The SNP didn't get their majority, but they'll most likely work with the other parties, maybe potentially a coalition with the Greens, although that has been ruled out at the time of this video, and probably will deal with other parties on a supply and confidence basis. With the new tax raising powers due to be introduced this year, I hope that this lets the Parliament settle on the workings of the running of the country, as Scottish politics has still got the independence referendum hanging over it, which happened 2 years ago. And to be fair, it has galvanised people's interest in politics, but it has now to be used for the good of the country and make sure that the powers that we have are used and people are engaged with them. The verdict is out on that because the campaign has shown that maybe that's not something they're concentrating on just now, and the constitutional question is still the main point. But we'll see. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.